Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you all are doing well and you are staying safe. So I am back with the most requested video of my channel, which is high-end lipstick dupes. Yes, you heard it right. In today's video, I'm gonna talk about affordable dupes slash alternatives of some high-end lipsticks that I have in my collection. I know high-end lipsticks are really expensive, so you just need an affordable dupe. So in total, I have got 40 high-end lipsticks and affordable 40 dupes of those high-end lipsticks. For that reason, I have divided this video into two different parts. So this part is a part 1 where I'm going to share 20 high-end lipsticks and 20 affordable alternatives of those high-end lipsticks as well, and in part 2, which you're gonna see soon, is going to have 20 more. 40 high-end lipsticks and 40 affordable dupes, so 80 lipsticks. Going to swatch on my lips and going to talk about, so I just need your appreciation, I just need your support. So make sure that you remain subscribed to my channel by clicking on the red subscribe button, and do not forget to click on that small little notification bell. And one thing I like to mention, guys, I have basically selected these lipsticks on the basis of shades, not in terms of formulation. So I have tried my best to match the shade as close to the high-end one as possible. So I've tried my best, and you're gonna see some amazing lipsticks as well. So let's move on to the swatches. So coming to the first high-end lipstick is this one by Smashbox. This is the Smashbox Always On Cream to Matte Bullet Lipstick in the shade Fresca, which looks something like this. And I have got an affordable dupe, which is from Gush Beauty. This is the Gush Beauty Play Paint in the shade The Big Picture. So Fresca is a true deep peachy shade which has got strong coral undertone with that hints of pink going on, whereas Gush Beauty's Big Picture is also that beautiful warm deep peachy nude color. It has got warm coral on undertone and it has got that hints of pink going on. Now Fresca is actually a bullet lipstick, but the formulation is very unique and very nice. It is a cream bullet lipstick, glides on your lips like butter, but once it's settled down, it's going to give you 100% transfer proof matte finish without drying out your lips. It is saturated with pigments, whereas Gush Beauty's The Big Picture is actually a liquid lipstick, very pigmented product, creamy texture, and it dries down to 100% transfer proof matte finish, which is non-drying on the lips as well. Both of these are very long wearing lipsticks, and if you belong to fair to medium to British skin tones, these shades will work for you. If you belong to very deep dusky skin tone category, it's gonna look very oversaturated and very bright on your lips. In that case, you can line your lips with a lip liner, brown lip liner, and make this work. But I think the shades are very similar to each other. If you have the shade Fresca, you don't need the Gush one. Now coming to the next high-end lipstick is this one by MAC. This is from her Powder Kiss liquid lipstick collection. This is the MAC Powder Kiss liquid lipstick in the shade Devoted to Chili, a very popular shade, and I have got an exact dupe of the shade Devoted to Chili, which is from Romand. This is the Romand Blur Fudge tint in the shade Musky. Now both of these are having similar shades and both of these are having similar formulation as well. So Devoted to Chili is a beautiful like warm brick shade. It has got lots of browns in it, having that warm undertone, making it suitable for all skin tones out there. Musky is the same shade, that beautiful warm brick shade which has got strong brown undertone, going to suit all Indian skin tones. So these two shades are meant for all. Even if you belong to a very deep skin tone category, both will work for you. Now coming to the formulation, MAC's Powder Kiss liquid lip color in the shade Devoted to Chili is actually a moussey fluffy liquid lipstick. It has got that moussey fluffy texture. Once you apply it on your lips, it does not become completely transfer proof. It just applies like a beautiful moussey product on your lips. I have got that feathery effect on the lips, which actually makes it very comfortable to wear throughout the entire day. Whereas Romand Blur Fudge tint is also having that similar fluffy texture, easy to apply on the lips, and it also gives you that similar kind of feathery fluffy effect on the lips. It is almost transfer proof. It does not transfer a lot like the MAC one. The only difference between the two is that the MAC one is a little more pigmented than the Romand one, but once you apply it on your lips, you're not going to make out the difference between the two because both look completely similar to each other. If you want me to select between the two, I will go with the Romand one because it's more lightweight than the MAC one. So coming to the next one is perhaps one of the most expensive lip colors that I have in my collection. This one is by Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Matte Revolution lipstick in the shade Walk of a Star, which is from a limited edition Luna New Year collection. It's a very popular and a very unique shade. It costs around 3,450 bucks. Yes, it's very expensive, and I have got a dupe which looks quite similar to this particular shade, which only cost rupees 299. This one is by Maybelline. This is the Maybelline Sensational Creamy Matte Lipstick in the shade East Village Rose. And now coming to the shades, so Walk of Star from Charlotte Tilbury is actually a beautiful warm rose color. It has got hints of brown, having that muted berry undertone, which makes it so unique. Whereas Maybelline's East Village Rose is also that beautiful muted rose shade, warm rose shade, but the only difference between the two is that East Village Rose is having a little more brown than the shade Walk of a Star. Other than that, when applied on the lips, both looks quite similar to each other. Both are really pretty warm rosy shades that gonna look gorgeous on all skin tones out there. Both are beautiful creamy matte lipsticks. The Charlotte Tilbury one needs a little more build up. When you want to just show the color payoff more intense on the lips, you just need to layer it on a number of times, but it was really lightweight, very comfortable, gives you soft matte finish on the lips. Whereas Maybelline's East Village Rose is very pigmented. Just one swipe is more than enough. It feels really comfortable. Creamy product gives you that beautiful soft creamy matte finish on the lips, which feels so comfortable. So both are having very comfortable formulation that you can definitely check out. If you have any one of these, I think you will be loving these shades. So coming to the next one is a very popular high-end lipstick. This one is by Too Faced. It's the Too Faced Melted Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Making Moves, which is a beautiful brown nude color, one of the best selling brown nude shades. And I have got a dupe option which looks very similar to the shade Making Moves. This one is by Mars Cosmetics. This is the Mars Superstay Non-Transfer Lipstick in the shade Royalty. Now, Making Moves is a beautiful warm brown nude color. It has got hints of caramel going on, but the warmth of the product makes it look so beautiful on Indian skin tones. Whereas Mars Royalty is also that similar beautiful warm brown nude color. It has got warm undertone with that hints of caramel going on, which makes it look so beautiful on the lips. Too Faced Melted Matte Liquid Lipstick is actually a liquid lipstick. It has got a very nice consistency, feels super duper lightweight. It actually looks like a beautiful layer of lipstick on the lips, which doesn't make you feel uncomfortable. One of the most long wearing liquid lipsticks. Whereas the Mars Superstay Non-Transfer is actually a bullet lipstick. It is having beautiful creamy formulation, highly pigmented product. Once it's settled down, it's gonna give you 100% matte finish without drying out your lips, and it's not gonna transfer. When you look at the packaging, you will find that Making Moves looks a little lighter than the shade Royalty. It's mainly because of that Making Moves is actually a liquid lipstick, so when it dries down, it's gonna darken a little bit and will look like a beautiful brown nude shade, very similar to the shade Royalty of Mars Cosmetics. You don't need both of these in your collection. So coming to the next one, which has got a very special place in my heart because I wore it on my wedding day, is one of my favorite shades from MAC Cosmetics. This is the MAC Retro Matte Lipstick in the shade All Fired Up, and this is, I think, the prettiest pink that's going to look gorgeous on all out there. And I have got a very affordable option which you can get for around 200 bucks. Is this one by Inside Cosmetics. This is the Inside Cosmetics 24 hours non-transfer lipstick in the shade Oh Shit. Yes. Now coming to both of these shades, MAC's All Fired Up is a beautiful, like a sweet raspberry pink color. It has got red undertone, which makes it suitable for all Indian skin tones. It looks beautiful on all. Whereas Inside Cosmetics Oh Shit is also that beautiful deep raspberry pink color, having that red undertone, looks gorgeous on all. When you look at the inside one, you're gonna feel that it is actually a red lipstick, but it's not. When you swatch it, it's gonna give you this beautiful pink color. As you can see, looks exactly similar to the shade All Fired Up from MAC. Now coming to the formulation, the Retro Matte range of MAC is actually a very drying matte lipstick, but it's very long wearing, it's saturated with pigments. Whereas the Inside Cosmetics 24 hours non-transfer lipstick is very comfortable to wear. It is having that beautiful creamy texture, but once it settles down, it's going to give you 100% matte finish without drying out your lips. So both of these are very long wearing lip products, going to work on all skin tones out there. If you are searching for that prettiest pink that looks so bright, once you apply it on your lips, makes yourself feel good, you can try out any one of these. Both are really pretty and you don't need both of this in your collection. So coming to the next lip product, is not a lipstick, it's actually a lip gloss, and this is the most popular Fenty Beauty lip gloss in the shade Fenty Glow, which looks something like this. This is a universal lip gloss shade which is going to work for all, and it's quite expensive. and I have got the identical dupe, guys, which looks completely similar to the shade Fenty Glow. Is this one by Milani Cosmetics. This is the Milani Ludicrous Lip Gloss in the shade 200 whatever. So Fenty Beauty's Fenty Glow is actually a nudish brown gloss which has got lots of flecks of glitters in it, like brown glitters, silver glitters just peeking through, but those glitters are really fine, which adds a beautiful, like, luscious and juicy effect on the lips. It looks super duper glamorous, guys, once you apply it on the lips. Milani's whatever shade is also that beautiful nude brown gloss. It has got lots of glitters in it, even more glitters than the Fenty one. Fenty has got more very fine glitters, but the Milani glitters are more chunky, but it actually looks really gorgeous on the lips. And once you apply it on the lips, guys, both looks identical to each other. Both are non-sticky lip gloss, both are quite long wearing, and I think if you want to get an affordable alternative of the shade Fenty Glow, you can definitely check out the shade 200 whatever from Milani, and I think you'll be having that same shade. You're gonna love these glosses. So coming to the next one is another popular shade from MAC Cosmetics. This is the MAC matte lipstick in the shade WHIRL, which is one of their best selling brown nude shades, but on me WHIRL looks more cool toned, neutral toned. So I have got an alternative or dupe which exactly looks like MAC WHIRL. You won't be able to detect the difference between the two. Is this one by Revlon. This is the Revlon Super Lustrous Lipstick in the shade Superstar Brown. Both look identical to each other. You won't be detect the difference between the two. So MAC WHIRL is actually a true brown nude shade which has got neutral undertone. You won't find any kind of pinks in it. You won't find any kind of brick tones in it. Just the true solid brown nude shade which has got neutral undertone, whereas Superstar Brown from Revlon is also the same shade, brown nude color having neutral undertone, but on my warm olive skin tone both looks like cool tone brown nudes on me. That's why I don't wear this quite often, but it looks very flattering on a lot of skin tones out there. If you belong to fair, medium, British category, guys, both will work for you and will look really gorgeous. If you belong to very deep skin tone category, this might look a little grayish and dull on your skin. In that case, you can line your lips with a warm brown lip liner and make these work. Now coming to the formulation, MAC's matte lipstick in the shade WHIRL is actually a creamy matte lipstick, very pigmented. I'm gonna give you like a creamy matte finish. You're gonna see the kind of shine of the creamy matte product on the lips, whereas coming to the shade Superstar Brown from Revlon, this one is having a beautiful formulation, guys, like very pigmented, like velvety matte lipstick. Once you apply it, it's gonna glide on your lips like butter, gives you that velvety, very matte, velvety matte finish, and looks very flattering. Even if you want me to choose between the two, I will go with the Superstar Brown one from Revlon because this formulation is better than the MAC one. Yes, if you like this kind of brown nude shades, so definitely go with the shades Superstar Brown from Revlon, and I think you will be thanking me. So another gorgeous shade from MAC Cosmetics is a MAC's Retro Matte Lipstick in the shade Flat Out Fabulous. You guys know how much I love this gorgeous plummy tone fuchsia pink color, and I have got the exact dupe but in a different formulation. Is this one by Lakme. This is the Lakme Lip Mousse, Absolute Lip Mousse in the shade Purple Haze, which looks something like this, which looks identical to the shade Flat Out Fabulous from MAC. Now coming to the shade Flat Out Fabulous, as you can see, it's a beautiful, like a bluish toned fuchsia pink color. It has got hints of plum going on, you may call it like hints of purple going on, and it looks so gorgeous on the lips and it makes your overall face look so brightened. Purple Haze from Lakme is also that plummy toned fuchsia pink color, looks very vibrant on the lips, but it's going to work on all skin tones out there. Both of these shades are going to work on fair, medium, British, dusky, deep skin tone category. If you belong to the deepest skin tone category, Flat Out Fabulous will work for you. So do the shade Purple Haze from Lakme. Now coming to the formulation, both are similar shades but in different formulation. As I have mentioned, MAC's Retro Matte Lipstick is saturated with pigments, beautifully applied on the lips, but it can be a little bit drying after a while because of the overall very matte retro matte texture. Like it's having completely 100% matte finish on the lips, so just prep your lips and apply this color. Whereas Lakme's lip mousse is actually a moussey lip color. That means it's having that moussey fluffy texture, highly pigmented. A little product goes a long way with it. and after a while it will become almost transfer proof, but if you smudge it and rub your fingers on your lips, it's gonna smudge a little. But I really love the formulation of the Lakme one, guys. It looks so vibrant, so beautiful on my lips, and I really love both of these. Both are going to work on all out there. If you have any one of this, I think you'll be having one of the prettiest plummy toned fuchsia pinks in your collection. So coming to the next one is perhaps one of the most expensive liquid lip colors that I have in my collection, and I recently picked this up and I had the hardest time selecting the dupe of this particular one. So this is the newly launched Fenty Beauty Velvet Matte Lipstick in the shade the MVP. This cost me around 3,500 bucks, which I think is really expensive in India. And I have tried my best to get a dupe which looks similar to this particular shade, because this red is the unique one, guys, the unique red that you will have in your collection. So before purchasing, keep that in mind, that you're paying for this shade, not for the formulation, not for the packaging, nothing, just for the shade, because I can guarantee you that you won't be having any red lip color which looks similar to this one. So I have tried my best and I have found a lip shade which looks 98% similar to the shade the MVP of Fenty Beauty, which is this one by Love Earth. This is the Love Earth liquid mousse in the shade Spicy Sangria. So you can see this is the mini one that I have purchased, and both look quite similar to each other. So Fenty Beauty's the MVP is actually the red, which is having completely neutral undertone. It is having that balance of warmth and coolness in it, and it is packed with so much pigments, guys, which makes it a complete different red, like a red which is super duper saturated with pigments, which looks so rich, so intense on the lips, that you won't be able to find a red which is having the similar kind of pigments in it. So that's make it unique, and that makes it a complete gorgeous, like highly pigmented red for all. Spicy Sangria from Love Earth is also a beautiful red color, a true red which is having that neutral undertone, having that perfect balance of warmth and coolness in it. It doesn't look orange, it doesn't look overly bluish or dark. When applied on the lips, both look very similar to each other, but as I have mentioned, it's very difficult to find out an exact dupe of the shade the MVP, because the formulation is also very unique. Formulation is very moussey, fluffy kind of texture. Once you apply it, you just need just the tiniest amount of product for the application on your lips, on your overall lips. If you apply a lot of this, it will make your lips look cakey or patchy. It gives you a powdery, fluffy matte finish which looks really good, and it needs time to settle on your lips. Once it's settled down, it's gonna be not completely smudge proof, and it will be there on your lips for a very long time. That I have seen with the shade MVP. Love Earth's Spicy Sangria, which is actually a concoction of a liquid lipstick and a lip mousse. Beautiful texture, feels super duper comfortable on the lips, gives you 100% matte finish without drying out your lips. So both look really pretty on its own, but if you want me to get a closest dupe of the shade the MVP, I think Spicy Sangria is for you. Both will look gorgeous on all skin tones out there. So another popular high-end lipstick is this one by Huda Beauty. This is the Huda Beauty liquid matte lipstick in the shade Icon, a gorgeous shade that's gonna rock on a lot of skin tones out there. And I have got this exact similar match, but in different formulation, is this one by Gorgie Cosmetics. This is the Gorgie Cosmetics HD Intense Matte Lipstick in the shade Rosy Rose. So as I have mentioned, guys, this is a liquid lipstick. This is actually a crayon sort of lipstick. This brand is so underrated. Gorgie Cosmetics actually have some amazing lip colors in a very good formulation, guys. So coming to Huda Beauty's Icon, it's a beautiful peachy pink color having that warm undertone, going to suit all skin tones out there, whereas Gorgie Cosmetics Rosy Rose is also that beautiful warm peachy pink color, going to suit all Indian skin tones. Now coming to the formulation of both these lipsticks, so Huda Beauty's liquid matte lipstick is a liquid lipstick, amazingly pigmented product, glides on my lips beautifully, gives you 100% transfer proof matte finish without drying out your lips, but you just need to prep your lips before the application of the product. If you layer it on a number of times, it can be a little bit crusty on your lips. Whereas coming to Gorgie Cosmetics HD matte lipstick, this is actually having the similar kind of formulation like Faces Canada HD Intense Matte Lips Plus Primer, guys. It looks like that. It also feels the same on the lips. Highly pigmented, buttery, smooth product gives you that slip on the lips. At the same time, once it's settled down, it's gonna give you that beautiful, very good quality, comfortable matte finish, which doesn't feel drying at all, and the richness of the product actually makes it look so beautiful, guys. Highly recommend you guys to check out this particular brand and this particular shade. So both are completely similar shades but in different formulation. So if you want to get a shade similar to the shade Icon, definitely check out Gorgy Cosmetics Rosy Rose, and both are going to suit all Indian skin tones out there. So another popular lip shade is this one by Smashbox. This is Smashbox Always On liquid lipstick in the shade Boss, a gorgeous red for all. I've got a similar shade in a very affordable range. This one is by Bellora Cosmetics. This is the Bellora's Leave No Evidence liquid matte lipstick in the shade Ruby Crushed. Both look identical to each other. So on my skin tones, both look a little more warm, but the red is a true classic red color, going to suit all Indian skin tones. So coming to the formulation, Always On liquid matte lipstick from Smashbox is a liquid lipstick having that creamy texture, glides on my lips beautifully, but it's gonna give you 100% transfer proof matte finish without drying out your lips, and it looks absolutely stunning, completely transfer proof, very long wearing. Whereas Bellora's Leave No Evidence liquid matte lipstick is also a liquid lipstick, highly pigmented, non-drying, gives you 100% matte finish, and it's quite long wearing. So both are almost identical to each other. You can see the packaging also looks quite similar, only the cap is different and the formulation is very similar, guys. You can definitely check out either of these two. It looks very beautiful if you were searching for that classic true red. So coming to the next one is actually a lip gloss. This is one of my favorite shades from BobbyBrown. This is the BobbyBrown Crushed Oil Infused Gloss in the shade Slow Jam, and you can see this is how it looks like. It looks absolutely beautiful, and I have got a very affordable option for you which looks quite similar to this particular shade, not from the packaging but when applied on the lips it looks quite similar. Is this one by Swiss Beauty. This is the Swiss Beauty Plump Up Wet Gloss in the shade Deep Desire number 08. This is how it looks like, guys. So as you can see, Slow Jam is a beautiful, like a muted berry rosy gloss. It is actually a one color sheer gloss. It looks beautiful on its own. It looks beautiful when you apply it on your lip liner. This particular gloss from Swiss Beauty looks completely similar to the shade Slow Jam when applied on the lips. It is also that beautiful muted berry sort of shade. It has got hints of mauve as well, and it actually looks really gorgeous once you apply it on the lips. The BobbyBrown one doesn't provide you any kind of plump or tingling effect on the lips, whereas the Swiss Beauty one actually gives you that tingling effect. It adds that plumping effect to the lips. Both are very gorgeous looking glosses which are non-sticky, looks very comfortable, feels really comfortable, and actually looks really glamorous and gorgeous on the lips. So both will work for all Indian skin tones out there. So another gorgeous lip color from one of my favorite brands in a very beautiful formulation is this one by the Balm Cosmetics. This is the Balm Meet Matte Hues liquid lipstick in the shade Dedicated. This shade is actually so pretty, going to suit all, and I have got an exact shade match but from a different brand in such an affordable range, guys. Is this one by Color Bar. This is the Color Bar Power Kiss, a vegan matte liquid lip color in the shade Lover Boy. Both look completely identical to each other. So Dedicated is actually a beautiful, like a sweet muted deep pink color. It's deep, at the same time it's very muted, very wearable, and it's having that neutral undertone. It looks so beautiful when you wear it on the lips. It has got that hints of raspberry tones in it which doesn't make it look loud. It's a very muted, wearable, deep pink color, and Lover Boy is also the same shade. Beautiful, like a sweet, wearable, deep pink color, going to work on all skin tones out there. Coming to the formulation of the Meet Matte Hues one by the Balm Cosmetics, it's very comfortable, and the formulation is more on the liquidy creamy side, not like very thick creamy side. It's gonna give you 100% matte finish without drying out your lips. Very comfortable, very long wearing. Whereas coming to the Color Bar one, it's very thick on the side. It applies beautifully, very pigmented product. It can be a little bit drying on the lips if you doesn't prep your lips well because of the intense matte formulation, but it's very long wearing, and it actually looks really gorgeous, guys. Both are completely transfer proof and both are going to work on all. If you have any one of these, you are sorted. You don't need both of these in your collection. So coming to the next one is a very popular brand, and it's from a very popular range of lipsticks. It's from Rare Beauty. This is the Rare Beauty matte lipstick in the shade Bold, which looks something like this. The packaging is really unique. You have to press it like this, and this is how the lipstick looks like. And I have gotten a dupe which is from a very affordable range. Is this one by Cal Los Angeles. This is the Cal matte lipstick in number 22 called Totally Twig, which looks something like this. So these two shades look completely similar to each other. So Bold is a beautiful peachy brown color. It has got that perfect balance of peach and browns in it. It has got strong warm brown undertone, which makes it suitable for all. It looks beautiful on Indian skin tones, whereas Totally Twig from Cal is also that beautiful earthy warm peachy brown color, and it looks gorgeous on all skin tones out there. The formulation of the Rare Beauty matte lipstick is more on the creamy matte side. It feels very comfortable, lightweight. It has got that slippery effect. It has a beautiful, like a blurry sort of effect on the lips, which actually feels really good. It gives you that beautiful clean matte finish on the lips, whereas with the Cal one is a highly pigmented product. It's an intensely rich matte lipstick. So when you look at it, you will feel that Totally Twig looks a little darker than the shade Bold. It's mainly because of the intense matte nature of the shade Totally Twig. Other than that, the shades are very similar to each other. Both of these shades will work on all Indian skin tones. So if you want to get a cheaper alternative of the Rare Beauty one, because this one is quite expensive, and if you want to try out something different but looks very similar, you can try out Cal Los Angeles matte lipstick in the shade Totally Twig. Coming to the next one is my favorite nude from MAC. This is by far my favorite nude that has worked so well on its own on my skin tone from MAC Cosmetics. This is the MAC Satin Lipstick in the shade Retro, the kind of nude that I prefer, the kind of nude that looks gorgeous on all Indian skin tones, guys. It's a beautiful shade, and I have got an exact shade match of this particular one, even in better formulation. Is this one by K Beauty. This is the K Beauty matte drama lipstick in the shade Wrap Up. Both look identical to each other, guys. You won't be able to make out the difference between the two, and I love the K Beauty one more because of the formulation, because of how rich, matte, how gorgeous it looks on the lips. Retro is that beautiful deep dusty rose color, like that warm rose shade, which has got hints of brick tones, having that warm brown undertone. You can make out the kind of nude that we Indians prefer. It's that kind of nude, whereas Wrap Up is the similar shade. It looks so beautiful. That warm rose shade, it has got hints of brown, having that earthy tones, makes it suitable for all. Now coming to the formulation, matte satin lipstick in the shade Retro is actually a creamy matte lipstick. It has got a shine going on. You can see the finish as creamy matte finish. Very pigmented, super duper comfortable, emollient kind of product. Feels so good on the lips, and it's quite long wearing, and I love this particular formulation of MAC. Satin range is something that you will love. Whereas K Beauty's matte drama lipstick in the shade Wrap Up is also that beautiful buttery creamy lip product. It glides on my lips beautifully. It gives me that clean soft matte finish. It feels so luxe, velvety on the lips, and I really love the soft smooth texture of the K Beauty lipsticks, guys. So if you want me to choose between the two, definitely Retro has my heart, but K Beauty is equally good, and I love the formulation of the K Beauty more than the MAC one. If you want to get a cheaper alternative of the shade Retro, go with the K Beauty one. K Beauty one is quite highly priced as well, guys, but I would say grab it when K Beauty provides flat 25% off. That's when you can get it at a much discounted price, and you're gonna love the formulation, guys. This formulation is so good, and I absolutely love these shades. So coming to the next one is my favorite pink from Too Faced, and you guys are tired of seeing this multiple times on my channel, and I absolutely love this lip color. This is the Too Faced melted matte lipstick in the shade Bend and Snap. This is how it looks like, and I have got the exact shade match, but it's so affordable. This one is from Sugar Cosmetics. So this is the Sugar Matte Attack Transfer Proof lipstick in the shade Daft Pink. This particular bad boy looks exactly similar to Bend and Snap. So Bend and Snap is actually the perfect pink for all. It's that beautiful deep pink color which has got neutral undertone. You will find hints of purple in it. It looks so beautiful on all skin tones out there. Whereas the Daft Pink from Sugar Cosmetics is also that same shade, that true deep pink color, having that neutral undertone with that hints of purple going on. These are gorgeous lip colors for all skin tones out there. If you want to wear just a single pink shade, just wear any one of these and you're gonna look gorgeous, guys. Now coming to the Too Faced one, it's a liquid lipstick. It is highly pigmented product. A little product goes along with it, and it dries down to 100% matte finish without drying out your lips, and it's so long wearing, feels super duper lightweight, so comfortable to wear, and you're gonna love the formulation of the melted matte ones. Whereas with the sugar one, this is actually a cream to matte formula. That means once you apply it, it's going to give you like a buttery creamy texture, and it will give you 100% matte finish once it's settled down on your lips. It's a very long wearing product as well. But with the sugar one, I have found that if you don't prep your lips really well, it can be a little bit drying. But the shade is completely similar to the shade Bend and Snap. So today I'm talking about so many of my favorite high-end lip colors, guys. And Lime Crime Velvetines in the shade Riot is one of that, which I am having on my lips right now. You can see it's a beautiful peachy nude color, and this range is something that you should definitely check out because of the formulation. And I have got the same shade match in an affordable version, which is from Plum Goodness. Also the formulation is very similar to each other. This is the Plum Matte in Heaven liquid lipstick in the shade Truffle Tease. Both look completely similar to each other, guys. So Riot is actually a warm peachy nude color. It has got warm brown undertone, makes it suitable for a lot of skin tones, whereas a Truffle Tease from Plum is also that beautiful warm peachy nude color, having that warm brown undertone, makes it suitable for a lot of skin tones out there. Both are very pigmented liquid lipsticks, glides on my lips beautifully, gives me 100% matte finish without drying out my lips. The only difference is that the Riot one, that is Lime Crime Velvetine liquid lipstick, is having a little more liquidy formulation than the Plum one, but it's a very highly pigmented product, and it feels so comfortable. And you can see it does not crack, it does not bleed, it does not feel crusty on my lips, and both are very long wearing product. And I actually love the entire range of Lime Crime as well as the entire range of Plum Matte in Heaven. So if you have any one of these, you are pretty much sorted. So the next one is from MAC Cosmetics. This is the MAC Satin Lipstick in the shade Twig, and I have got a very cheaper alternative which looks very similar to the shade Twig. Okay, so this one from Purple. This is the Purple Playtime Soft Matte Lip Crayon in the shade Tug of War Time. So both look quite similar to each other. So Twig is actually a mauvey pink color. It is a medium mauvey shade. It has got lots of pink, having that warm brown undertone, whereas Tug of War Time by Purple is also that mauvey pinky nude color. So both of these shades, in spite of being that mauvey pinky nudes, are on the lighter side. So these will mainly work on fair to medium skin tones. If you belong to British tan dusky skin tone category, this will look a little dull on you. In that case, you can line your lip with a mauve lip liner and apply this product. At the same time, if you wear it with a full face of makeup, this will work on British skin tones as well. So coming to the formulation, MAC Satin Lipstick is a creamy matte lipstick, gives you that very comfortable emollient satin matte finish on the lips. So feels really comfortable when you wear it throughout the entire day. Whereas Purple's Playtime Lip Crayon is this one is a straight up strong matte lipstick. It is having creamy formulation, glides on my lips beautifully. Once it's settled down, it's gonna give you 100% transfer proof matte finish. Over a period of time, it's gonna be a little bit drying on your lips because of the intense matte texture, but looks completely similar to the shade Twig from MAC. So coming to the next one is one of my favorite glosses. It's a perfect party gloss for all. It's a gorgeous stunning gloss, guys. This is the Lime Crime Wet Cherry gloss in the shade Disco Cherry. This is how it looks like, as you can see. And I have got a super duper cheaper alternative of the shade Disco Cherry from the Wet Cherry gloss of Lime Crime. Is this one by Love Earth as well. This is the Love Earth Glossy Top Lip Gloss in the shade Love Magnet. So coming to Disco Cherry of Lime Crime, as you can see, it's a clear gloss. It almost looks like a white gloss, but it has got lots of like chunky glitter particles in it, like multicolored glitter particles along with silver glitter particles, which makes it looks so gorgeous, and it works really well with most of my lipsticks, nude lipsticks, bold lipsticks. It works really well, and it adds that beautiful like super glistening sparkling effect on the lips when light hits on your face. you're gonna see how glamorous this gloss looks. Whereas the Love Magnet is also that clear gloss which has got lots of sparkles in it, but it only has silver glitter particles in it. Doesn't have any multicolored or other colored glitters, but it, when applied on the lips, it looks very similar to the shade Disco Cherry. Disco Cherry, definitely it's a very expensive one. It looks more glamorous looking, but if you want to try out a cheaper alternative, definitely you can give this one a shot. Both are very high quality lip glosses, do not feel at all sticky on the lips, quite long wearing, and it actually makes you look so glamorous and gorgeous, and you're gonna love both of these as well. So coming to the last one of this particular video is none other than Charlotte Tilbury's Matte Revolution lipstick in Walk of No Shame. This is so expensive and the shade is so pretty, guys. So you can see this is how Walk of No Shame looks like. I have got a cheaper alternative in a very affordable range, and the shade looks very similar to the shade Walk of No Shame is by Plum Goodness. This is the Plum Matte Terrific lipstick in the shade Plush R, and you can see both look quite similar to each other. So Walk of No Shame, as you can see, it's a perfect peachy pink color. It has got warm rich brown undertone. It looks so stunning on the lips, and this particular shade is going to work on all skin tones out there. Whereas a Plum's Matte Terrific lipstick in the shade Plush R is also that beautiful peachy pink color. The only difference is that Walk of No Shame is having a little more brown than the shade Plush R. This one is also having warm brown undertone, but the browns are a little more in the shade Walk of No Shame. But when applied on the lips, both look very similar to each other. Now coming to the formulation, Charlotte Tilbury's Matte Revolution lipstick in the shade Walk of No Shame is actually a buildable creamy matte lipstick. You just need to build this up to make it look very intense looking on the lips, but it is very comfortable, super duper lightweight, gives you like a soft matte finish on the lips, very long wearing, and it feels so good and it makes your lips really nourished. Whereas a Plum's Matte Terrific lipstick is actually a powder matte lipstick, so it's having that very nice pigmented formulation, creamy product, but at the same time is having that cream to powder formulation, which also feels super duper lightweight. You don't feel like you have anything on your lips, and it's also very comfortable, non-drying, quite long wearing. When applied on the lips, both look very similar to each other, guys. So if you have any one of these, I don't think you need the shade Walk of No Shame. Both will work really well on all Indian skin tones, and you're gonna love these shades. So that's all, guys. Here comes the end of the part 1 of my high-end lipstick dupes video. I have shared 20 high-end lipsticks and their affordable dupes / alternatives in this part 1. Stay tuned for part 2, where I'm gonna share 20 more high-end lipsticks and 20 more affordable dupes and alternatives of those high-end lipsticks in that video as well. I'm working on it. I have been working on this particular project since a long time, guys. From collecting the shades, swatching them, trying out different formulas. It takes a lot of time, and it also takes a lot of effort and money and everything, and I have been working so hard. If this video has helped you, do not forget to hit on the like button and subscribe to my channel for getting more of these videos. If you want me to grow, do not forget to share this video with your friends and family on any other social platform you want, because that will help me to grow. I just need your love and support. I have been working since a long time on YouTube. I'm hardly growing, guys, so I just need support of you all. You have been with me since a long time, and it's my pleasure. I'm blessed to have you all, but still I just want your support, and I just need to grow, guys. So do not forget to subscribe, do not forget to hit on the like button. I will be seeing you soon in part 2 of this high-end lipstick dupes videos. Stay tuned. Until then, take care of yourself, stay safe, stay healthy. Bye, guys.